dear Bridges people, it's nice to be part of the Bridges family, and it's a pity that we cannot meet in Helsinki, but luckily we can share a personal message via internet. I joined Bridges in 2018 with my eggshell artwork. In 2019 I tried to unveil my artistic life story in a 10-minute presentation. For this year I decided to share with you the making of a willow object, a trefoil knot. For this purpose I made a magazine that describes the inspiration source for a willow trefoil knot and the impact of COVID on my artistic process, and a poem called Renaissance. You will find the link of the content of this magazine on this webpage. I'm also very happy that my poem is part of the Bridges virtual poetry reading at a special webpage made by Sarah Glass. And this willow trefoil knot would have been part of an installation of an art event in Hummelo in the Netherlands. And like Bridges and many other events, this one was cancelled too. But I started early this year with cutting willow because I wanted to be sure that I had enough time to make it. I had never made such a complex object from willow before, and I didn't know what to expect, whether if it was actually possible to make one, but as you can see, it was. Last year I was inspired by a lecture, a presentation at Bridges by Alan McRobbie about the collapse theory. Willow is strong but has its limits. As you can see, my trefoil knot is made of a willow braided tube. Fresh willow can handle quite some tension, but of course at a certain point it will buckle. Another feature is the decreasing diameter of the twig to the top. This quality allows a gradual insertion of new twigs, but requires to keep the tension constant. A tube is a strong shape, but if the tension is not constant, it will collapse, especially under too much pressure and force. During my first attempt, that was exactly what happened. I decided to email some pictures of my collapsed willow tube to Alan McRobbie, and he was very enthusiastic about the whole process, and recently he came up with an interesting idea which I want to share with you. As I was very busy with shaping the knot in some kind of unlimited space and struggling with weaving twigs in impossible curves, challenging the tension and finding some kind of torsion in the tube that makes the knot so beautiful, I didn't check the connection order of the longitudinal twigs. Let's call them rails. So Alan gave me this question: in what order did you connect the rails of the model you've made? Well, of course I was very curious, and immediately I started to follow a willow rail. This model has 9 rails, and therefore I use this kind of template and this one to follow the shape of the tube. And I have found out that I didn't connect number 1 with number 1. Well, I can tell you that I made a 1 looped trefoil knot. So which numbers did I connect? Well, I'm looking forward to your reactions, and thanks for your attention, and see you hopefully next year in Helsinki. Thank you.